Welcome to this video. My name's Alex Elaine, and in this video I want to talk about how bad data is killing your outreach. Now, this is our fetch process flowchart, which really breaks down all of the key components to be able to print qualified sales leads week on, week out. And what you do need to consider is the fact that all three of these pillars here are absolutely critical to being able to systemize this and make sure that all of it works to actually print qualified sales leads consistently. But in this video, I want to focus on the premise of bad data and how that's impacting your outreach. So we're just going to zoom in here. Now, we have this pillar, middle pillar, called data integrity. And whenever speaking to organizations, they, in many cases, will say, yes, Alex, look, we have data providers in place where we're sourcing our data and they're big names. And we know that, because they're big names, they generally give us good data. And I say, okay, well, great. Now, little do you know that there's a couple of things that need to be considered. One is that most prolific data providers at any given time, even from the verified leads that they have or the verified data that they have or they proclaim, in our research, generally anywhere from 60 to 65% are actually accurate at any given time, meaning that there's about 35 to 40% which are actually inaccurate at any given time, meaning that you're going to have a high bounce rate if you're sending emails, or if you're doing it through any other channel, you're potentially just wasting your time. So when you go to one of these big data players and you just export a list and then you start hammering that list, in many cases, you're actually completely cannibalizing the efforts that you have and the work that you're doing, and you're not going to be having any success. And so what you need to look into is putting yourself in a situation where, first of all, you're getting data from a great source, but then the next component of that is you actually need to have some form of validation layer where you put that data through a validation tool to remove any of the bad data or the poor results, and you only actually send any messages or any emails to truly verified data. And I have to say truly verified because a lot of the players out there will indicate or state that their data is verified when, again, it's only done to a limited degree or it's very quickly out of date. Now, if you don't solve for this, this is going to be an absolute nightmare and kill your outreach, because you'll have high bounce rates, you'll have terrible deliverability, you'll ruin your reputation with the email service providers, and then you'll end up stuck and you'll be wondering, why are my emails not getting through? Why am I not getting the success that I would want? Why am I not getting the success that I would expect? And you also have to bear in mind that most of the providers, they have three different categories. They've got risky emails, they've got emails that they think are you're potentially going to get through, and then they have ones they claim to be verified. And I'm saying on average about 60% of the verified ones are accurate and 40% aren't. So that data is even worse for the ones they classify as potential or risky. In general, I wouldn't even touch the risky ones, but the potential ones, as long as they go through the right type of validation tool, then you'll be well positioned to potentially send to them. Again, it's got to go through the right type of validation steps. Now, if you want a breakdown of the validation tooling that we leverage in-house to actually make sure that this layer is accounted for before it gets uploaded to our email infrastructure, happy to provide you with that list. We have a second option here where you can, in essence, purchase our blueprint for a really low cost. We'll give you a list of the software applications that we use, a checklist for what you need to do to get started, and a launch lift-off call with myself or a member of the team, where we'll answer any questions you have and walk you through how to actually get started with building out this infrastructure for yourself, either all of these pillars or one of these pillars if it's a focus. If you want us to build this machine for you, we also have a done with you service. We'll build out the entire machine for you. We'll basically build the car, give you the keys, and allow you to run and maintain this in-house to print a predictable amount of qualified sales leads in-house. In both instances, you can visit our website, fetch.ai, or go on my LinkedIn profile, Alex Elaine. There'll be instructions there from which you can either purchase the blueprint directly or book a call with myself or a member of the team, where we can then walk you through the done with you service, where we'll build all of this out and then put you in a position where you can scale it at your own pace. I hope this video has been helpful in some way, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.